Hey, so we've got those two ADRs set up in the frame in our white lab now, and we need to be able to pump helium into them with the compressors so their pulse tubes are operational. Those two compressors that we are requisitioning are from an old lab here, and we need to move them down 2 flights, so it requires a lot of unhooking, um, getting the water cooling out of them so that they don't dump water on everything underneath them, and a lot of toting and hauling. So let's get to it.
It's like the scene of an Aliens movie. All right. So here's one of the compressors. Here's the other compressor. Here's a 5-story drop.
Don't drop your keys.
Or my camera.
All right, so we've already turned off the main power and the breaker for each of these so that we're not going to get electrocuted. We've turned off the pump, so all these hoses that you see up here and this hose bank over here used to deliver power to a bunch, to deliver cooling water to a bunch of these compressors that were used in the Martinez lab here. Now they're doing nothing. So we've closed off these hoses and we turned off the pump, so hopefully we're not going to get a huge water spill in here. And now all we have to do is disconnect those hoses, which are, gunked on with years of dirt, and take off these helium hoses for high pressures of helium. So that's where we're going to get to right now. We've already taken off one. You can take a look at the end of it if you're interested. It's a classic self-closing connector. And now we're just going to get to this process here. So the unscrewing can be a bit of a pain. It requires a special set of wrenches so that you don't damage the connector.
But it's not.
I think I got mine. But it's not coming loose.
These weren't super tight, so.
These weren't super tight, so. There we go. Let's go.
Succeeding.
You need the two finger touch.
Yeah, there's like the top one and then the bottom one, right?
Yeah, just get them both at the same time, but you can't have it fully closed.
There we go.
Okay, Josh just took out the D-sub connector that connects the compressor to the controlling computer. Turns it off and on when we want it to, and turns the pulse tube off and on. And then just took off the power supply for the pulse tube that comes from the compressor. You can also see the big honkin' plug over there that the compressor uses. Josh, you can take that off too if you want.
All day.
Yeah, just give it a little wiggle. And then can you show it to the class?
Yeah.
Wow, nice, yeah. Looking good. Okay.
So we are now free. We are free to move both these guys
Yep.
downstairs.
So we will cut to their new homes. It will probably be about an hour process, just so everyone knows. All right, so we got it mounted up. I'm standing where it previously was. We got Majid holding it on to make sure it doesn't fall off, and Josh pushing. So let's go. We'll get this down to the next area, and then we'll show you it when it's in its spot.
Oh, you're good over here.
Oh my goodness.
Another one. All right.
So we got the two compressors down finally. We're gonna go up and get the two shelves that they were resting on so we can install them in this core here. And then depending on the time, we'll grab the helium hoses either today or tomorrow. and install those, see if they're long enough, as well as the other cabling. We've got them ratcheted down, slapped into their new zones. We're now 2 floors down near our white lab. It's literally right through this wall here. I believe the electrician will be opening up one of these boxes for us tomorrow, and this box as well. So it's getting late. We'll finish the rest of this tomorrow. We're gonna bring the helium hoses, see if they're long enough to reach the white lab. They'll be coming up, passing through this hole here where our other hoses are, and we'll also see if the electronic wiring is long enough. So see you guys tomorrow.
All right, today we are taking this frame assembly that is going to be used to house 2 pumps. You can see the pumps right here. So the pumps will be used to push cooling water into our compressors. And so we're gonna haul this guy over to the second floor core, as well as install some of the helium cables to our compressor today. All right, let's head to the core. So this water tank has an outlet on the bottom, so that way we can use gravity to help push the water into the pumps. And what we'll do is cut out some holes on the top in order to have a bit of an inlet. Nice. Okay.
Cool.
Nice. All right, we're gonna head over to second floor core.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
I got it again.
Yeah. If you want to hold it though. It's not too heavy.
It smells in here. Is the electrician done?
He is.
Okay, great.
So the plumber came yesterday to start as well.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to move that.
There, we can put it down for a second.
This guy.
Move this.
Yeah. We're gonna have to brush away some of that so that way it can sit flat. So this is supposed to clip in. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, nice. All right, we're set. All right, so we have compressor number 1, and we have the water pump station, and we have that second compressor, and then the helium cords will go through that hole into our lab. Since last time we were recording, this is new. The electrician has put in the outlet, a 3-phase outlet.
And for the other one too?
For both of them.
Wow.
The electrician also put in for the pumps.
Oh, nice.
4 of them, which is nice.
Unfortunately, X-Kit is cold right now.
Yeah, it might not be for long. Even if it looks like it's not getting good hold time.
I see.
Okay. So let's feed.
Let me go get the. I'll go get the swage. Well, actually,
Let's feed them through first before
we
we
should.
tighten,
I think feed
just to
them
see.
from the white lab because there's a ladder there. Yeah.
Sweet.
We might need another hole. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit 4 more. You there, Majid?
Hello.
Yo.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. All right, I got it.
Okay. that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
I think we might be able to make it.
Yeah,
here.
that's great.
Okay, we'll have to fix that. Yeah, I think this is gonna work.
All right, I see it. All right, I got it.
Okay, tell me when.
Just a little more. Okay, just a little bit more. All right, we're good.
Okay.
A remote valve.
We got the loop. There it is. One of two.
Can I seal this for?
Good, let's keep going.
All right. Into the once more into the breach. Actually, let's take these to the
Yeah, put those in the lab.
white lab.
This one we
This
gotta feed
also lab.
through, white lab.
I'll
That
take
one
it
we
off.
feed
We'll take it
the
off.
other way. Yeah.
We'll leave that for now.
Here, I can carry. Oh, we'll leave this here.
Spirits away our wrenches.
This is the remote valve. This remote valve controls the helium flow into the pulse tube from the compressor. It's basically what makes that wop wop noise you hear in our lab all the time. I'm going to mount this to the posts here. We'll see how it goes. Nice, rock solid. All right, now this AeroQuip hose screws onto the fitting in the front here. We'll need to tighten that, but that's not bad. I'm gonna slide it over. Oh, it's good. It's not. I just don't want this touching, so this is all electrically isolated. The vibrations will transfer to the frame, and then will get damped out by these pads here. So I think we're good to go. We just now have to screw in. We got two pairs of cables. Cables hook up to the motor on top, and then these hoses go on as well. So this is the high pressure side, no, low pressure side right here. That attaches like that. I think I'm going to move this over so we can support it with a third bolt. Here it's turning. It wants to move backwards. All right. Now it's solid. Happy with that. All right. So we're going to do the. We're going to get these hoses hooked up. Once the hoses are hooked up, we can hook it up in the core, and then we should have cooling. Okay. That one's on. Now you get a smaller set. Is there another one? So now we've got the two hoses bringing high pressure helium into the remote valve, and then that goes from the remote valve into the pulse tube right here. So there's also this wire which controls there's a big servo in this valve, and that powers the servo. All right, so this side is done for the first compressor. The second compressor, we have to, we got the hoses hooked up, the remote valve hooked up, but we have to get the hoses into the core, and that's what we'll do next.
Passing through the data cables.
These RS-232 cables, ancient technology, serial ports. The thing is, it uses a plus or minus 12 volt signal for sending data. So it's like immune to noise and like broken cables, and it's slow. It's super robust. If you have a low bandwidth data signal, serial is still a pretty good option.
Oh, you're good? Okay. All right, we're going to move the helium hoses through.
We got one more of that size to get through there.
You guys good? Okay, next one's coming through.
Alright, so now we can just put these guys up on, bring them, they've threaded them enough. So we can now put them on our side.
So pressure.
We'll only put this one on hand tight, basically. I don't need to like tie these up out of the way.
Yeah.
Not get in the way of anything. Okay, that's in there. All right, Hawkins is just finished the last hose. Okay, so all the hoses are now hooked up, both in the core and here. We'll tidy up the hoses once the plumbers are done with the final cooling water hookups. But right now what we have to do is look for some electronics to read this out. So we're gonna hunt around the labs and see what electronics we have. All right, we have two pieces hiding here. This Pepco will be the magnet power supply. This Lakeshore current source is going to be for our DC current source for IV curve testing. So we got that. Now we got to find the thermometry stuff. All right, so we have this. So yeah, we got. Okay, so here we go. We have a bunch of stuff. This is a Lakeshore 218. This was previously used for one of these fridges. So that is one of them. Here we've got another scanner box.
Okay, this is GPIB or serial.
Yeah, here, hold this.
That one's fine.
Hold that. We have a USB to GPIB that we got from John too. So here we have a Lakeshore 370 resistance bridge, another 370 resistance bridge, and we have a 340 magnet controller. This one is good for, this is what we use for what did we use this for? This was Archon's and X-Kid's original one that we replaced. So we have, so we need one of these for the black fridge, but we don't need all of them. All right, so we need to take out some of these and bring them downstairs and rack them up.
Today we have finished the ADR assembly and attached pumps to the one of the compressors, and we'll be turning it on now to leak check.
This is the first time, we have to check the water system, but we haven't actually checked the electrical. So this is the first time this pump is going to be fired up in 6 years, and it might explode. So we'll see what happens. If you are curious about our plumbing, you can check this card here and you'll see we do a lot of plumbing.
This is the pump assembly. We have a water tank here that goes to 2 pumps, which then have pressure gauges for us to monitor the pressure through the system. And then it goes through a heat exchanger that's living underneath this frame, which then gets directed to 2 of our compressors.
All right, so are we ready to just plug it in?
We're ready to plug it in.
All right, plug it in.
We have.
So I'm going to stand over here so the water squirts everywhere. I don't get wet. Don't get the camera wet.
I'm worried about the labs downstairs.
I'm worried about there's electricity, water, lots of, and graduate students who are new at plumbing. So you'll see how this goes.
All right,
Just
so
plug it in
when this
and
plugs
take
in,
it out.
it turns on. There's no on button, right?
No on button.
All right.
Unless you. Okay, is it doing something?
Oh.
Smells awful. Is there water in there? I don't like that sound.
Oh, that's a bad
So
one.
let's see what's going on. So first off, we need, yeah, it's dry. I think there's no water in the.
Getting through here.
You feel it? Yeah, this needs to be filled with water. These are not. These pumps aren't. Oh, there's.
So why is
Oh,
there?
this one has. This is probably the one that was pumping. Huh?
Yeah, this is one that was pumping.
Okay, it's got a little water in it. All right, let's plug it in and see what happens. Keep an eye on the water flow, and then we got to watch to see if some starts coming out here.
Okay.
I hear water moving. Let's see. See if it starts coming out here.
Looks like it's flowing here.
Is any leaks?
No leaks down here.
There's no way this is not going to have leaks. These NPT fittings are almost 100% guaranteed to have leaks.
It's pumping. You guys see that?
Yeah, no, there's water.
You see that, Hawkins?
Yeah, you can come through here. You can see there's water coming in. These are not ideal hoses because of the crimps in
Kinks?
them. Yeah, they're kinked off a little bit. How much of a leak?
Oh yeah, there's a leak. Leak right here.
Oh, it's coming out. Look. Look.
Oh, it's nice.
It's working. Yeah. We have water flow, and it's leaking as expected, but we've got water flow.
All right, we should be.
All right, you want to plug it back in quickly? Tell me when the water starts flowing, and then we can come try this.
It's flowing.
All right. So now we're going to turn this on just briefly, and what we want to hear is we want to hear the compressor turn on, and then we want to hear a wop wop noise, like we're hearing from the other pulse tube that's on, because that means it's going to be actually activated. Let's see if I can. All right, we're going to hit this button. It's going to turn the pulse tube on. We're going to verify the pressures on these gauges go up to the right levels, but we're not going to leave it on for very long because we don't have the heat exchanger on, so we only have the thermal inertia of the small amount of water to do it. All right, so you guys ready? Majid, do you want to do the honors?
Let's do it.
All right, hit this button. You just hit that button, the on button.
No, nice.
Oh, didn't like that.
Compressor power phase order bad.
Ah, phase order bad, as expected. All right, so this is a pretty easy one to fix. We got to go into the cord cap and swap the phases. You have a flathead
I
screwdriver?
do.
All right. Okay. So on the back here, you see we got green, which is a phase. Green is ground, it goes to the center. Black is a phase. Red and white are a phase. And so we just need to switch two of these phases. So we'll just switch black and white. That's the one.
3/16. Classic.
All right. So take the white. We're going to take the black phase out of here. Okay. Put the white phase into here. Okay, that's in. Now I'll get this black phase into this one. Like that. All right, cord grip is in.
Let me turn
Not
on.
too tight. Yep, I'll plug this back in.
Let me plug this in first. Get the water going.
Yeah, get the water going. It takes us a second for these to turn on.
All right, we're flowing.
Water's flowing.
All right,
All right.
here we go. Ready?
There we go.
And it's going up. See how this one goes down and this one goes up?
Yeah.
We have a functioning compressor. Working pulse tube.
Did you hear that?
That was me turning it off. So we have a working compressor. The next time you see us, we'll be working on the electronics to get all the thermometry and then cooling down the fridges. Thanks for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe.